Hello children, let's continue chapter 4 of history, which is about colonialism and tribal societies. So dear children, this is the second module of this chapter. In this chapter, first we shall study about Birsa Munda. Birsa Munda, a leader of Munda rebellion, and the Munda rebellion, it was one of the most powerful tribal revolts of the late 19th century. Birsa Munda, he was born in the mid 1870s. He was a son of a poor father who grew up around the forest of Bahonda. He grazing sheep, playing the flute and dancing in the local akhadas. So this is how he spent his childhood. Birsa went to the missionary school and listened to the sermons of the missionaries. Later, Birsa also spent some time in the company of a prominent Vaishnav preacher. He wore the sacred thread and he began to believe in purity and piety. So Birsa, he was deeply influenced by many of the ideas he came in touch with his growing years. His movement, it was aimed at reforming the tribal society. He urged the Mundas to give up drinking liquor, clean their village and stop believing in witchcraft. Birsa, he turned against missionaries and landlords and saw them as outside forces, the forces which were ruining the Munda way of life. Birsa Munda, he led the Ulugan, which means resistance by Adivasis against the British capture of land and forest in the present day Jharkhand. This movement from 1899 to 1900 won legal protection of land rights and banned forced labor. Millions of Adivasis, they commemorate his birth anniversary each year. So Birsa Munda, he urged his followers to recover the past glory, a golden age where the tribals held their heads high. He talked of a golden past where Mundas led a good life, constructed embankments, tapped natural springs, planted trees and orchards, practiced cultivation to earn their living. As the movement spread, the British officials decided to act. They arrested Birsa in 1895, convicted him on charges of rioting and jailed him for 2 years. So we salute to the great tribal leader Bhagwan Birsa Munda, a great strategist and the people's man who will remain an inspiration for all. Now we are moving towards the next part of the chapter. So now in this we will study about the Assam revolt. So in Assam, it witnessed a series of tribal revolts in 1893 to 94. The main cause of these revolts were the high land revenue demands, the demands by the British. As a result of colonialism, the revenue demands of the Darang and Kamrup districts, they had gone up by 50 to 70%. When the peasants they failed to pay revenue, their lands it was seized by the British. Manipur. The war of succession among the princes of Manipur gave the British a chance to interfere in the internal affairs of the state. On the death of the king of Manipur, his eldest son Surchandra was crowned as the new king. But he was overthrown by Prince Tikendrajit and his allies. Surchandra then sought British help to regain his lost power. Tikendrajit, he was defeated, he was captured and hanged by the British. So there is a park in Manipur which was built in the memory of Bir Tikendrajit. So the British got the Diwani rights of Bengal, Bihar and Odisha after the Battle of Buxar in 1765. For facilitation in collection of revenue, the British wanted to build a road which would connect the Brahmaputra and the Surma valleys. The road had to pass through the Khasi hills where the Khasi tribe resided. The British wanted to build a sanatorium in the Khasi hills. The Khasi tribe, it opposed both the road and the sanatorium. The tribe therefore rose in revolt, but it was easily suppressed by the British as it was not well organized. This movement was led by Bhagirath Manjhi. It popularized the idea of one god. The movement also attacked the harsh revenue policy of British. It is said that by 1881, over 40,000 tribals of Santhal Pargana region they joined the revolt. Movement of 1940. This movement it was led by Jatra Aron. He urged his people to undergo self-reformation by giving up drinking and animal sacrifices. He preached a virtuous life devoid of vices. In his attempts, he was joined by 26,000 tribals. He organized non-violent protest against landlords moneylenders and administrators. So this
Well,
was all
children,
about
this
this
brings me to
module.
the end of this lesson. I hope you find this lesson very useful.